inside, Planewalker. Make yourself at home. I'm sure you've got many questions, Planewalker, but they need to wait.
You must be the mysterious Igor. I'm Cole. Cole Gray.
Pleasantries can wait as well. We only have a couple of minutes before it catches up with you.
What catches up with me?
On Lenin's beard. Maybe you're not as sharp as I hoped you'd be.
You brought me here, so cut the crap.
Fine. I will allow some questions, but make them brief. We call it the Dome. It suddenly appeared 9 months ago.
Have you figured out what it is?
Some kind of very advanced high-energy containment. Won't let anything in or out of the zone.
Where did the barrier come from?
I don't know where, but I do know when. At the exact moment your fancy ship malfunctioned. Coincidence? I want to offer you shelter and some guidance. Help you find other Planewalkers if they're still alive. And get you back to your world. It won't happen until we figure out how to bring down the dome that turned the zone into one big prison. And you will help me with that. But we've wasted enough time. We need to make sure that this place is secure.
That doesn't sound good. Enemy at the gate?
Quickly. There are some old turrets outside. Make yourself useful and see if they can be restarted. Take those batteries. Once you're done with the turrets, activate the Chernobylite disruptor.
Restore power to turrets. Run the disruptor. Got it. Anything else?
You have to keep the entities at bay while I maintain the electrical grid. If the lights go out, we're done for. You'll be on your own, but you can do it. Go, now. Turret. Good. See if you can bring the others online. Remember, to run the disruptor when you're ready for the fight. When the device warms up, it'll close the breach. Protect the Chernobylite disruptor at all costs. Understand? This warehouse. It belonged to someone who played an important role in my life. It's yours now.
That's mighty generous of you. But what am I supposed to do in an old warehouse?
You need a place to stay and plan your next course of action. Turn it into your safe house. You're smart and handy enough.
And you won't mind me taking up your space?
I've got more than one outpost. Besides, I'll stick around to keep an eye on things. Welcome to your new home, Planewalker. I suppose we've got some time on our hands. Ask questions, if you have them. It's been 9 months since your ship crashed, Cole. It won't be easy, but I'll do my best. I'll contact some key people that could be of assistance to you.
The sooner you do it, the better.
I imagine you would love nothing more than to storm out of here and go looking for your pals. But you need to be patient. It's going to be a very complicated process, and we can't do it alone. We'll need help from certain people. Some of them tolerate me, some of them hate me. It might be hard to secure their backing either way.
Maybe they'll like me better than you. I was told people respond well to my sunny disposition.
You'll get your chance to shine, all right. There'll be problems to solve, monsters to slay, and people to win over. Well, spit it out then.
It was some kind of a mist. But I also noticed some weird shapes.
You're talking about the Chernobylite fallout. I still don't know much about it, but I do know this. Stay the fuck away from this mist if you value your life. Start by taking a look around. This base is old. You'll need to consider upgrading it. There's space for extra rooms, if you're down for some demolition work.
Extra rooms? What for?
Anything that'll make your life here easier. For example, you'll need to build a healing device at some stage. But for now, let me walk you through the base expansion process. And are you satisfied with the base layout so far?
Well, it's not that bad. Just needs a little shaping.
While you were playing Bob the Builder, I sent word about your arrival to certain key people. I'm yet to hear from them and figure out our next steps. For now, you can relax, manage the base further, or go to sleep. Or if you learn something today, you can turn your experience into some useful skills. What do you need from me, Planewalker? What do you need from me, Planewalker?
Have you heard from any of your contacts yet?
And good morning to you, Cole. You're in luck. They all really look forward to meeting you.
Who are those people?
We're talking about the heirs of Harlan Lockwood. A man whose company purchased the sole right for setting a business inside the Exclusion Zone.
What kind of business?
In this reality, NAR, your employer, went bust. The Lockwoods acquired the scraps.
Chernobylite research.
Chernobylite-based medicine, to be precise. The Lockwoods are the movers and shakers of the zone. Kendall, Milena, and Roy. They used to be thick as thieves, but when the shit hit the fan, they lost trust in each other and became...
Enemies?
I was going to say competitors. Similar goal, different methods. And there's bad blood on top of everything. Kendall Lockwood is the leader of a group called MUTANTS. His sister, Dr. Milena, runs the scientists. And then there's Roy and his mercenaries. So, the plan is to meet with each Lockwood and figure out if they can be in any way helpful to your cause. Questions? Kendall is the beloved son of Harlan Lockwood. He was anointed to take over as CEO when the old man kicks the bucket. He was one of the patients. That's why the mutants trust him. Because he shares their fate.
Meaning what?
Meaning that he's always only several doses of reset away from turning into a mindless monster. And so are the other mutants.
Chernobylite poisoning.
You catch on very fast. I like that. I have neither time nor patience for knuckleheads. Anyway, Kendall is predominantly interested in the welfare of other mutants. Keep that in mind. Originally, Roy was in charge of the security detail. He hired a bunch of cutthroats to protect his daddy's business. When the zone was sealed off by the Dome, these guys became the first line of defense.
Against the brutes.
Brutes, journo-hosts, and other entities that started to breed like cockroaches in a dirty closet. That's all what Roy cares for anyway. He thinks that killing everything that looks funny to him will solve our problem.
When all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, right?
Roy's a decent guy, but he's also dangerously short-sighted. Watch out for that. When I told him about you, he was excited, like a little kid about to get a new toy. No idea why. Still, try to use that to your advantage. Milena is the smartest in the family. She was at the forefront of researching the
Was. She dropped the medical research.
Well, Let's just say her focus shifted away after we all got trapped. Her lab monkeys, a group of world-class specialists recruited by the Lockwoods, is now almost entirely focused on studying the dome.
So Dr. Lockwood abandoned her patients. So much for the Hippocratic Oath.
She just figured that her resources are better spent elsewhere. I don't think this decision came easily for her. I'll be frank, Milena's not the easiest person to deal with, but her involvement might be crucial. So do what you can to win her over. It's entirely up to you. The Lockwood siblings are aware of your presence in the zone, and agreed to meet with you at some stage. Mutants are very cautious. You can't just waltz into their camp. You need someone to vouch for you at the front gate. Kendall assured me that a guide will be waiting for you in the nearby complex of abandoned warehouses. They will assist you in getting inside the Moscowite complex, where the mutants reside.
Speaking of mutants, is there a chance that I will contract this Chernobylite poisoning over there?
What? No. This is not some goddamn seasonal flu. Kendall makes sure that everyone gets their required portion of reset. So, this is not likely. I suggest you get on with it without delay. Time is of the essence, Planewalker. I'll be watching your progress with great interest.
Your ass is mine, pal! Get him! Son of a bitch! Yeah! Gonna hurt!
hiding, you rats. Your big brain won't save you this time. Come out, Leonid. It's game over for you. Unless you can be useful and convince the deadbeat rat Leonid to come out, stay the fuck away. I take it you know him. Talk some sense into him, will ya?
Why don't you start by explaining what's going on?
Fine. This little fucker Leonid came to me, begging for money and promised a high return. But instead of repaying his debt like a man of honour, he ran away and hid in this warehouse. What about you? And don't tell me you were just passing by.
The name's Cole Gray. I'm looking for a friend of mine.
They call me Small Sausage Grisha. Your friend is in deep shit, Cole Gray. Money isn't everything, Cole. In my line of work, reputation is far more valuable. I'll tell you what, you look like someone who'll get far in life. I can feel it. How about if I let this business with Leonid go, if you agree to owe me a favour in the future? Do you accept these terms? Pity. I was beginning to like you, Cole.
How about you stop talking and face me?
You're a courageous man, Cole. I think I'm gonna eat your heart.
I'm hit!
Cole Gray, I'm so glad you've arrived, before Grisha could get me.
Small Sausage Grisha is gone.
So, he won't be turning me into one of his notorious small sausages. That would be a waste.
Next time, maybe try to avoid borrowing from someone who collects their interest in meat parts from your rear end.
Let's just leave it at that. Now, about why Kendall asked you to meet me here.
Right. I didn't realize you were an official guide for the mutants, apart from being a scientific researcher.
There's a limited number of mutants in the camp, so it only makes sense that each of us performs as many functions as possible.
Really? What else do you do?
I do whatever is necessary. Kendall is very apt at organizing our tasks, so I never question his commands. Only with the tasks that I perform at least adequately. Any other approach would be a waste of human resource.
I was meaning to ask you, how's your medicine research going?
Below expectations. I'm getting some mixed results. Without the blueprints I asked you to obtain, I had to somehow bypass the clinical trials requiring a huge number of volunteers.
You didn't harm yourself or anyone else, did you?
I only managed to give myself and those other 3 mutants who agreed to help me mild diarrhea.
Splendid. Okay, should we go? I believe Kendall's expecting me.
While hiding from Grisha, I discovered something interesting. The crystals around here, they possess quite a unique structure. I need to study it while I have the chance. It could take a while.
You know what? Take all the time you need. I'll find my own way.
Oh, okay. Just head towards the big over-the-horizon radar and you should get there eventually.
Fucker! Bring it on! Ugh.
A large concentration of intelligent human Chernobylite hybrids ahead. According to the collected data, they're called the MUTANTS.
This place is restricted. Move along.
Kendall wanted to see me.
Oh, it's you. Leonid told us to expect you. Come in.
Always happy to see a new face. Also, you don't look like one of my regular customers, if I might add.
And what do they look like, mister? I didn't catch your name.
It's Vitalik. And just look around. My fellow mutants are the usual customers.
What do you have for sale?
A little bit of this and a little bit of that. It may sometimes look like crap, but can make one hell of a difference in the zone. I do. I'm good with my hands, you see. So I can breathe new life into the old junk, so to speak.
One man's trash is another man's treasure, eh?
Exactly. Whenever you find something you don't need, I take it off your hands for a fair price.
Feeling lost, sinner? Selling? I'm talking about the prodigal sin of our creation. You see, our self-awareness is a deep flaw in the fabric of nature. It's a transgression against nature, and nature is divine. What does that make us, humans?
I'm not used to having that kind of conversation with a complete stranger.
But you're no stranger to me, Planewalker. Your reputation precedes you, like the saying goes. Take it easy, man. Kendall's not ready to see you yet. Why don't you talk to me while you wait for your audience with Kendall?
Are you Kendall's concierge or something?
Borya Nikolaev, at your service. I'm all the things Kendall needs me to be. I can be Kendall's shrink when he needs to talk, but I can also be a hellhound guarding his gate. I've seen the best and the worst in people. I know when they need a hug, and I know when they need a kick in the ass. There's so much more I could tell you, but... hold on one second. Of course, Kendall. I'll send him your way. Tau has smiled upon you. The leader of all mutants will see you now. All in good time. Now go. Don't make him wait. We will finish our conversation at a later date.
Make yourself comfortable, Mr. Gray. I shall be with you momentarily. Remind me, dear sister, how long does it take for your lab monkey to produce a batch of reset? I'm not patronizing you. It's 3 to 4 days, right? It's been 2 weeks, Milena. 2 fucking weeks! I'm not mad, sis. I'm just deeply disappointed. My people are getting desperate. Some of them go as far as trying to create their own medicine without proper ingredients and expertise. If someone dies, it's going to be on your conscience. Have a pleasant day, Milena. Planewalker. Mr. Gray, I must apologize for subjecting you to this rather unfortunate family squabble. Well, that's not important right now. You will get to meet Milena eventually. What you just witnessed was one of many telepathic conversations I had with Milena.
Can all mutants do that?
Only a handful. But each mutant possesses his own unique ability, courtesy of Chernobylite medical treatments. Yeah, speaking of medicine, I was wondering if you ran into Leonid. He was cooking something. Well, dangerous. Did you assist him in any way? Not sure if you're aware, but Leonid's bizarre self-experimentations almost cost him his life. Whatever your reasons, I'm glad you haven't involved yourself in that scheme. Sometimes, if you don't know what to do, it's best to do nothing. Now, let's talk about why you came to see me, Planewalker.
I need to find my crew and get back to my world, to my family. Ego said you could help.
Yes. Our mutual acquaintance filled me in on the details. It's remarkable. I never thought I would see another Planewalker alive after what happened to your ship. I'll be completely honest with you. All our resources are currently involved in finding the cure for Chernobylite poisoning.
You want something in return, just like everyone else, right? You should have seen that coming.
Don't act surprised. I would help you out of the goodness of my heart if I could. Alas, it's a luxury I can't afford right now.
Stop dancing around, Kendall. What did you want?
My offer is as follows. Stick around, get to know the mutants, and help them out in any way you can.
And in return?
In return, I shall spare no expense in helping you with completing your objectives. We mutants share a unique and profound bond with Chernobylite. Become a worthy ally. This bond can yet prove helpful to you, Mr. Grey. So, what do you say? Should we help one another? Or do you want to leave here empty-handed? None. But I don't want you to feel defeated or coerced. This cooperation will benefit us both. I can promise you that. I need to get back to business, but I still have a couple of minutes to spare. You have more questions? No. And didn't I just tell you not to involve yourself into business you don't understand? In any case, this is a family matter for now. I will ask for your help if I deem it necessary. I am currently preoccupied with other matters, but I will leave you in Borea's hands. He will accompany you from now on. Beggars can't be choosers, Mr. Grey. Borea will stay with you at your new base to relay my instructions. Give him a chance and you'll be positively surprised. You may even learn things from him. Borea is waiting for you by the northeastern entrance to our compound, just by the teleport. Pressing matters demand my attention, but I will contact you soon. Have a good day, Mr. Grey.
Oh, work, you useless Soviet junk!
Why don't you come inside, brother? Hello again. Any ideas on how to solve our pickle?